Here it is. If you've been waiting for an RC car that's really cool, fun, and wild, and just totally different, you need to see the Tamiya Dancing Rider. What's up, everybody? Greg here at the RC Driver Workshop, and yes, I have a Tamiya Dancing Rider. I've been waiting for this vehicle to come in. Not sure if you guys have seen it out there on the internet. There's some videos floating around, but this vehicle looks like a lot of fun. It looks really simple. It's just pure Tamiya. It's just something that's very different, very exciting, and I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. I know a lot of my RC buddies are already talking about it. Racers that are like, hey, that thing just looks cool. It looks like a lot of fun. Let me know when you have it. And well, today is the day I get to check it out. Now, actually, what we're going to do with this, we're going to do another 3-part series, but I'm going to motor on this one. I'm going to get this one finished up because I am really excited to try it out. It's a build-up kit, so I got to get it built. But first, in video number 1 of the series, I want to unbox the car, show you how it comes because it is a kit. Talk a little bit about what you need and what you have to look forward to as far as the build goes. So let's just check out the box really quick. It is the T301 chassis. That is a new chassis for the vehicle. There is some information that you need to know that it does not come with any type of electronics other than the motor. It comes with a 380 motor. We'll see that in a little bit. But you are going to need a radio system, servo, battery, speed controller. So make sure you're aware of that before you pick up the kit. If you're getting it from a hobby shop, before you head home, head over to the electronics case and grab the stuff that you're going to need. And then over on this side of it, gives you a little bit of detail on some of the features of the vehicle. And then we just got some cool box art on the rest of the box. So now let's get inside. I know that's what you're waiting for. Okay, so right off the top here, got some instructions. And obviously, you're going to need to read through these because this is a full build-up kit. And to me, instructions are great. I mean, they just do an awesome job of laying everything out, what you need to know, starting off with centering your electronics here. They give you the different screw sizes and stuff. And if you have a hard time figuring out the screws, you could actually lay the screw on the instruction manual to figure out the proper size to make sure that you're getting the right hardware in the right spot. But it goes through all the details of assembling the kit. So flipping through that doesn't look like it's going to be a hard build at all. And now what do we move on to next? Let's start off with the body. I know you guys want to see the body. Here it is, the Lexan body, and it looks pretty simple. Looks like you'll have a little bit of masking work to do. If you're going to do a single color, you just mask off the windows. And maybe they give you some masks in there. I'll check that out. But I did notice there are some holes pre-drilled. That's really nice that Tamiya takes care of that. Now let's see what else is in this little side compartment. And so here's the 3 tires that come with it. These are the M series tires and then the front tire. And so this is modeled after a 3-wheel Japanese delivery bike, hence the reason why there's only 3 wheels on this machine. Okay, now we've got all of these parts here. Let's just pull out all the different bags and I can start going through all of this stuff. It comes with an antenna. Alright, so we've got more instructions here. This looks like the body painting instructions typical for a Tamiya kit. And then there's this piece of paper. It always comes in Tamiya kits. I never read that. I don't know what it is. And then we have the decals. So we've got a number of different decals, and you do have to cut these out. These are not pre-cut. And there's the window mask, so that's really nice to see. Makes painting the body a lot easier, especially if you're going with a single color. Alright, now let's take a look at all of these parts. Starting with this bag here, and this looks like the chassis bag, and probably some other parts as well. But there's the chassis, pretty neat looking chassis setup. So this is probably the front part of the frame. And then, I don't know, we've got a bunch of different parts here, and I couldn't really tell you what these parts are, but I'm sure it'll all make sense once I get it together. Moving on to the next bag. So this bag here looks like we have a front fork in there. There's the front fork for the trike. And this looks like probably the upper bulkhead area for that. Now moving on, this looks like even more parts for the transmission and probably the front fender. There's a number of different things in here. So let's just pull this out. So yeah, this definitely looks like the transmission case. So that's the pivoting rear transmission case. This looks like the front fender here. And again, more just random parts, maybe a gear cover over here. This kind of looks like the steering setup. And this might be the side pivot. Now, what's pretty cool about this machine, it's got these arms that come out the side, so it's attached actually to the steering. So when you flip the vehicle over, you turn the wheel, and this arm will push the vehicle and hopefully right it as long as you're not stuck against the board or something like that. So that's a pretty neat feature I'm looking forward to checking out. And then that looks like actually a servo brace there. And let's move on to the driver figure. Oh, my kids love the driver figures. And as you can see, we've got the Wild Willie style driver figure right there. It comes with the steering wheel, the body, and the head. And of course, you're going to need to paint that as well. All right, now we're down to the hardware bag. And what's really nice about Tamiya hardware bags are everything is just neatly labeled. It's in a nice organized fashion as far as finding all the stuff you're going to need. So let me just look at these bags here. All right, so you have the A bag. It's just filled with a bunch of screws. Looks like it's got some grease and springs. Even kind of looks like some little dog bones in there. Onto the B bag. This looks like just another bag full of hardware. We've got the Tamiya cross wrench. I have a million of those things. Just another one to add to the collection. Zip ties, two-sided tape. Bag C. It's got more screws, springs, pins, body clips, all sorts of stuff in there. And then we're winding down. We've got the wheels. So those are the wheels that come with the Dancing Rider. We've got the servo saver, and there is the gear set. So let me just pop open the gear set really quick. We'll take a close look at some of these gears. So it looks like it has a planetary style differential. It's got these little gears that slide into the casing. It's actually pretty neat how they have engineered this little planetary gift. Really neat to me. I like that. Got this idler gear here. It looks like some output gears. Yeah, there's the outdrive for, I guess, the dog bones. And this right here, it looks like it's got some plastic bushings here. So we talk about Tamiya having plastic bushings all the time. You know, if you're running this thing just once in a while, these will probably work for you. But if you're going to run it more often, like I'm probably going to do, you're probably going to want to get some bearings at some point. And then finally, we have the 380 size motor. Whoop, there it is. And it looks like it's pretty easy to install with some bullet connectors. But like I mentioned before, you're going to need electronics for it. You're going to need a M size, I believe it's a Lifey battery for this, a speed controller, transmitter with a servo and receiver to round out your electronics. It also said something about using AA's to power it. I don't know which route we're going to choose yet. I'll probably figure that out by video too, so you're going to want to make sure that you're subscribed to the RC Driver channel so you don't miss any videos on this. All right, pretty cool stuff to me. I am really excited to drive this. Actually, I know a lot of people are excited to drive this. And what we were actually talking about was talking with my buddy Tony over at Competition X. We thought, you know, wouldn't it be so cool if On-Road Tracks use this as a spec car just for pure fun, an additional class to have out there? I think it would just be awesome to see, you know, 6 of these on the track with high-end racers driving it. I think it would just be an absolute blast. And it would probably add even more fun to the racing scene out there. But hey, we're just going to go and have fun with it in the parking lot. You know, maybe I'll take it to the track or whatever. So we'll definitely see what the future holds. But this is going to be a fun build. You're definitely going to want to see video 2. So thanks for watching. Please throw the video a like. And if you have some time, head over to rcdriver.com for some more RC information.